Retired Major General Jim Miles served nearly 4 decades in the Army. American Politics senior fellow at West Point joins him, Mr. Frank Lutz, who spent many hours meeting with cadets and new recruits. And I'll tell you this, I've known Frank a long time. I've never seen him care about anything or anyone the way he does with the kids at West Point. General, it's great to have you. Thank you for your service.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. It's great to be here.
What do we need to remember and heed about the message and lesson of D-Day?
What we need to remember is just like you said, we have to remember the past or else we will repeat it, and not in a good way. Especially what we need to remember about D-Day is the importance of what it did, bringing together the beginnings of what we did with something called NATO now. This is us fighting together. It's us showing our commitment to the rest of the world that what we all believe in together, we're willing to put our sons and daughters, our most precious possessions, in harm's way so that we can show that we care and we stand up for what is right. And this day is so important for the fact that the United States said, we're all in. And we're going to put our sons and daughters up there. An incredible logistical feat on top of that, and the valor that was displayed on those beachheads and up on those sandy walls are incredible. And we talk about those in terms of the tactics, techniques that we need to do and understand today, and how we're going to fight on the battlefield.
Frank, when you're at West Point, the mystery of why recruiting is on the upswing, you have an answer for that?
Yes, and it's actually not just about lifting weights or running 10 miles. I've got students here at Oxford that are discovering what NATO is all about, discovering the alliances and the challenges of Europe, and they're going to be out tomorrow morning, or this morning. It's 2 a.m. here. They're going to be out at 5:15 a.m. on a 10-mile run. They're doing 20-mile rucks with 30, 35 pounds. And they're willing to do it and eager to do it because they learned about living a life of purpose, about having a life of meaning. And this is something that I don't think the general world understands, or Americans don't understand, that these young men and women at West Point, they don't serve an administration, they don't serve even America. They serve a constitution that is separate from politics. And I hope you can play that video for a moment because they speak much better than I do. There was a contest.
I will, as soon as you shut up.
I'm going to shut up right now because they're far more good than I
am. General, it's okay when I talk to Frank like that. He knows I love him. Listen to some of Frank talking with the most impressive focus group he's ever been a part of. Remember, Frank Lutz is like the father of the focus group. Listen to him with these guys.
Nobody wants to follow someone that they don't like through really difficult things. And so having to be that person that they will follow forces you to become a leader of character, because you will not succeed if you don't.
We have to be selflessly, treating our team. So the team comes before us, and we're putting ourselves in a weaker position to empower them.
Are you a warrior?
Absolutely.
What are you a warrior for?
For our country, for the principles that our country was founded on.
Are you a warrior?
Yes, sir.
For what?
For this country. 100%. That's what I joined for. I got the American flag crushed on my shoulder for a reason, as do all of us. And I'm here to protect my country and defend its people if that's what I'm needed to do.
What fills your heart the most, Frank, in terms of the optimism of the potential?
See, here's the problem, and you just triggered it. They're prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice, and they're trained to do so. They're trained to see their people to the left and to the right as being more important than they are. And they're trained to do this with character, with selfless service. You heard their language. It's real, and I see it every single day. And they're 19 and 20 and 21 years old, and they are prepared. America is going to be fine as long as our military is fine. And I can tell you, Chris, that these young men and women at West Point aren't just the top 1%. They're the top 1/10 of 1% because they say what they mean what they say, and they do what they say.
On merit, too, by the way. I know the process very well. You don't luck in there. General, the increase in recruitment, what does that represent to you?
Chris, what it represents is exactly what Frank is talking about. And what Frank is doing up at West Point is very important. It's about the leadership that sets the tone and the standards. A unit takes on personality of its commander, always has, always will. And if you do it right at the top, then everyone else will see it, and they will be attracted to it if they have the same ideals that everybody else does.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.